What is up, folks? Welcome back to another live stream repair. Let's get ourselves situated and settled. I've been gone the past few days. Out of town. We went to Open Sauce. It's like a engineering and YouTuber nerd convention kind of thing. I did not exhibit this year. I kind of just wanted to get a feel for things, see what the convention was like. But man, I kind of wish I did exhibit this year, and I definitely will be next year. In any case, we got a bunch of pods to fix. For some reason, like literally nothing showed up while I was out of town for like 4 or 5 days, and then suddenly I get back in town last night, and today, like, at least 20 show up. Pretty crazy, but par for the course. I didn't get much while we were there. I did get some, we went to the Intel Visitor Center. We went to the Computer Museum. We went to the Apple Visitor Center. They were all pretty cool. The Apple Visitor Center, I'll be honest, I was kind of expecting more after being at the other visitor centers too. Well, the Google one was okay. The Google one was kind of more just a glorified store. The Apple one was kind of that way too, but I was expecting like a little, I don't know, a little bit of fun history and what have you. I don't know. It's my first time being to any of those kinds of things anyways, so I had fun. We all had fun. We took we drove my 1989 Nissan 300ZX from Seattle to San Jose and around the area. And aside from a few minor bugs here and there, I had no issues with the car. It drove great. Made it there and back without a problem. I'm proud of myself. It's still pretty wild that I managed to pull the engine out of that car, tear the engine down, replace 2 bent piston rods, and then put it all back together and have it not fall apart driving to California and back. Pretty crazy. But anyways, let's get some names on the screen. Let's get some pods fixed up here. Let's get some stuff unboxed. Shuffle hands, welcome. Welcome. That's one heck of a way to say welcome. Yeah, we're still in the living room. We might be moving more permanently into the living room. Either that, or I might reorganize my office room, so that way I can keep eyes on the kid. With Kira starting her new job soon, we'll be home alone more we'll have to watch the kid and take care of them. And there's no way that I'll have the time for the day job and the kid if I can't get a little bit of everything done at the same time here and there. And I really want to hopefully get the kid picking up on not just fixing HomePods, but just maybe getting a little smart, interested in electronics repair. That'd be neat. Heck, maybe one day she'll want to help me run the business. No pressure, though. No obligation. No. Support the family business or I'll disown you. Ton, welcome back. Oh boy, check my emails. Yeah, I know. I've been staying up too late trying to catch up on them all, and I still haven't been able to. I think you were the fella trying to purchase a refurbished pod from me. That's right. I will be putting your refurbished pod together tonight. If we have time, maybe we'll do it on stream here even. But in any case, I'll be getting your refurbished pod put together, and I'll get you a tracking number for that here tonight. We'll get it out the door for you tomorrow. You've been waiting long enough. Gosh, golly goodness gracious, what else here? How do you have 0 XP? Yes, Ian, what's weird is you don't even have like a badge or anything. You don't show up on the leaderboard or nothing. Okay, enough chitter chattering. Let's get some names up on the screen. Let's see who we're dealing with. The first one is gonna be 3787 from a fellow with 2 pods. This is actually the first of their 2 pods. And we got their other one fixed without a fuss. This one, however, was complaining about a bad logic board. Let's shoot them a link so they can watch. Got a bunch here. Goodness. Okay, 3787. Theirs was a brick. We tried to restore the software, it didn't take it. Do we need like a background? Is there a way to make this more legible? That's ugly. I like it. Yeah. That's I like the color of that. Let's fix up our other text here. I am clearly, obviously not in a huge rush here today. We have too much to fix and there's no sense in me stressing out about rushing through them. Alright, let's fix the next fixed text. Actually, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. Okay, so right now we've got 3787. Theirs is bricked. And then after that, let's I haven't even had time to unbox any of the HomePods that showed up last week before I went out of town. So let's see who is this one. We're gonna triage these together here. So this one is, put my first name on it. This is Andy. Andy was asking about tie-dyeing. Not something we can really do with these due to the nature of how we can dye them. But we've got Andy with no power. What color do we want to make them? We'll give them blue. $38.98. Wow, this box is not opening. There we go. Okay. $38.98 from Andy with no power, and they want to reset and update it. And they want the plastic top replaced. All right, there's Andy's. And then we've got, what else here? We've got an anonymous. Oh, I can't fix this one right now. I don't have any of my USB adapters. Okay, so yeah, we can't fix that one right now. I don't have any adapters at the moment. What else? We got this one. Who is this? Another anonymous, no power, $39.36. I don't understand what this is doing. Why can't I align this to the left? Struggling. See, like, I need this to... OBS, how to align text to left. I can't believe I have to look this up. Right click the source, transform, edit transform. Positional alignment. Center left. Did that do it? Is that what we need? Yeah, that'll do it. No, it won't. Well, and it's different on my freaking Mac, apparently. Like, I have zero issues figuring this out on my Windows box, but apparently this is entirely different on a Mac. Shit. Stupid. Transform, edit transform, center left. Why does it not? There we go. I fixed it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Andy, and then 3936 with no power. Oh man, I hate seeing people send these in the second gen boxes after I specifically say, don't do this. If it's all you got, it's all you got. It's better than nothing. But I still hate seeing them. I still hate seeing it happen. At least this one doesn't seem to have gotten banged up from it. 3936, no power. Reset and update. And then what else? This is gonna take a few minutes to get through all of these. Just get a whiteboard and write all the names down. You know, I've got a whiteboard. I've been needing to do that at some point. Problem with using that, if you notice some of the name tapes, some of the colors can be harder to read. I'm not good at tweaking my camera settings to make it look great. But with the text overlaid on the video, I can add text effects and backgrounds and make it look more readable. Okay, we've got Scott's with no power. Do not reset or update it. Dun dun dun. We'll do yellow for this fellow. No power. Alright, who else? What else? Let's see. We've got a phone number on this shipping label. Let's see who that belongs to. Alright, they said put my first name on it, but they never gave us a name. That happens all the time. Okay, this one is another no power, 3892. We'll do green for this one. No power, reset and update. Gosh darn, my wife's gonna get home before we even finish unpacking all of these. $38.92. Don't know their name, but they got no power and they want to reset and update. Alright, so Andy 3936, Scott 3892, Basic, what is up, welcome. One of those glow boards, you know, that is exactly what I have. Does it work? Doesn't work very well. But like I need to find one that sits flat. Actually, just that alone might work pretty well. I'll get that working eventually. AKA one day. In other words, never. What else is in this pile here? We've got Caesar, makes popping noise, then resets. $39.05. With an incredibly strange, I don't know how to open this. Let me in! Let me in! Oh man. I hate having to destroy perfectly good boxes to get into these. I hope people are realizing how much of a deal you're getting, only paying $70 to $80 for one of these repairs. It does not take just 15 to 25 minutes for me to fix it on stream, and it just magically shows back up at your door. There's dicking with your box and packaging. There's taking it to the store and back, and the traffic and communication, and basically there's a lot more than what you see on camera, which, I mean, anybody on YouTube has told you a million times. In this economy, I mean, it's getting to the point, if we're gonna keep getting this many showing up, I'm gonna have to start charging more for repairs to A, make it worth my time, what little I've got left, and B, maybe slow things down a little bit so that I hate it. We'll call this one DC. Who keeps texting me? Oh, like 8 different people have texted me since we sat down. This is impossible for a single person. We're still unboxing HomePods that showed up in the middle of last week. Whose is this one? This one is an anonymous with no power, $39.28. No power, reset and update. Don't dox me, please. You got it. Not revealing your personal information on your repair stream is going to cost you an extra $50 though. Actually though, what I've been thinking about and what I'll probably do is I hate it. I hate it. Just on principle. I hate it, but we'll keep the repair price the same if you're not in a rush to get it fixed, right? Like if you're willing to wait like a couple of days or maybe up to a week or two to get it fixed, you'll pay as much as you would pay to get it fixed today. But then if you're in a rush, if you can't wait, if you gotta have it fixed here and now and get it back as soon as possible, I can give you that option for a premium. I hate the idea of charging money and or letting people pay money to more or less cut in line, right? But there's also people who genuinely don't mind and would rather save a few bucks, not have, if it means they have to wait a little bit, when in reality they're not saving any money. I'm just charging more money for people that can't wait. Alright, so this one, Jonathan, it turns on, it boots, but it sounds bad, death farts. Okay, 3917 from Jonathan. Let's not forget this one. That was 3928 with no power. Reset and update. And then this one, 3917 from Jonathan. With death farts or DC. They do want to reset and update. What else? What else? Okay, two more to unbox. I'm gonna unbox two more and that'll be all that we're doing for today. Gosh darn it. Let's see what this one is. This one's gyms with no power, reset and update it. 3925. I can't be too upset if most of these are going to be known repairable hardware issues, as opposed to all these cursed blinking volume button bricked HomePods that have to sit around and wait for me to get my hands on more logic boards. Times are tough right now. All around. Too many HomePods to fix for one person. Not enough parts to fix the stuff to fix the stuff that needs to be replaced. I'm talking all those bricks with that needed new logic boards these past few weeks. I've been basically dry on logic boards. Never mind the people that want to buy the logic boards straight up from us. They've all those folks have been out of luck. Cool. Oh, you ever take time off work and then you get back and you feel like you didn't ever get actually have any time off? $39.25 from Jim. No power. Reset and update. All right. Last one here. This one is Lewis. It turns on, it boots, but it sounds bad. $39.29. Alright, now that my living room is completely full of boxes, not to mention my office room and the spare bedroom, they're all also full of HomePod boxes. The wife is not happy. Like, at least a quarter of my house is literally taken up by boxes right now. It's crazy. See, DC, reset and update. Okay, that's... I don't know if we're even gonna have the energy to get through all of these, but we have to. We don't have a choice. Let's get those names added up on the screen here. So Andy 39.36, Scott 38.92, Caesar and then 39.28. And then Lewis, and then Jim, and then Jonathan. That's one heck of a queue. Let's see if we can't put this somewhere people can read it. I think that works. Does that work for folks? You know, okay, whatever. We are literally 40 minutes into this stream and we haven't even touched or fixed anything yet. Ah! Here we go. enough dilly-dallying. And actually, of course, we need to dilly-dally a little more because this HomePod needs a logic board. So here in this box, literally today showed up a parts pod. And well, we're gonna immediately take it apart and use it for fixing up number 3787 here. Let me see, this one is mine, right? It's got my name on it. Yep. It legitimately takes me like a couple of hours every day just to do unboxing and unpacking and triaging and reboxing HomePods. Repairs can take a few hours. Going to the shipping store and back can take a few hours. It's literally another... oh, I found it. Here we go. Here's my parts pod. It was delivered today. The seller described it as shit. Is this one not gonna have a good logic board? This is my luck. This is my luck in my life. I literally cannot get my hands on any broken HomePods for a decent price. Everybody wants more for broken ones than working used ones. And the ones that people are selling that are broken don't have the parts that I need to fix people's stuff. Now, granted, this could be a user error. But knowing my luck, I doubt it. I really don't want to have to tell this guy that he's going to have to wait even longer. Get the setup prompt. It's got sound. This is how Nick crashes out live on stream. Literally, we're trying to get our first HomePod fixed, and we're already crashing out, and we haven't even touched anything yet. 45 minutes into the stream. It's a beautiful day. Yes. this is one thing that I need to stop doing, is letting people not pay me for their repairs and think that they can pay for the repair a year after I did it and their HomePod has been taking up space in my place. And I email you 10 times and I text you 1,000,000 times. I'm taking your parts. You don't want to pay for your repair? That's perfectly fine. I'm happy to take the pod for parts. You can look, literally this thing has been sitting around for at least a year because the person that sent it in to get fixed, like, I'll give you money for these things. Don't send it to me and then just not pay for the repair because you don't want to pay for it to get fixed. I'll pay you money for your broken HomePods. I am more than happy to. Let me buy your broken HomePods. Just don't sell me the broken HomePods I don't want. Woo! We're turning screws. We're turning screws and it only took 46 minutes. Feels good to be back in a way, I'll say. It was nice to take a break, but it's also kind of nice to get back into these. And get a bunch of stuff fixed up. The precious logic board. Okay. You know, I tried holding on to it for as long as I could, but it gets to a point where I can't store your shit for free forever. Okay. Without further ado, let's wobble this table around and get this guy fixed up. What am I gonna do with all these to be fixed pods when I move? What do you mean exactly? For what it's worth, it does not take much effort for me to set up like what you see here, a tripod with a phone pointing at a table with a couple of soldering tools and equipment on it. Like this doesn't take too long, and it's I can make it pretty portable too. All I need is power and internet, really, and I can make it work. We'll just have to set an hour or two a day to fix a couple pods at a time in the middle of our move. Hopefully we can keep up, and I mean, I always want, I like the business. I love the business. The money helps. But it's not scalable. I gotta figure something out. we're getting overrun. But I say all this now, but then a few weeks from now, everything will, calm down and there's a big hint right there. If we look at a certain angle, you can kind of see a dent in the logic board, which implies, yep, yes sir, that is the issue. This HomePod appears to have been dropped at one point, and the display is starting to come apart. The logic board was pushed in a little bit. That's most likely why this thing ended up with the blinkies. I'll do a little more investigation with this board, but it's unlikely I'll be able to fix this one. There's probably just going to be too much damage done to it. Whoa. But yeah, that's really weird. I don't know if that's just coincidental and it happened in shipping on its way to us, but it would explain the blinkies. Wait a second. What was that error code that I got when I tried to set up that HomePod? I wonder, I'm gonna have to try using my USB restore adapter when I get another one built and seeing if that fixes it. Because I wonder if it's just on such an old OS that it won't even try setting up for us. Because it's in really nice shape. It seems almost like they never opened it until recently and tried setting it up, and that's when it stopped working, or rather never worked for them. Yes. How's the subwoofer? Looking and smelling fine. Oh yes, so we're not just replacing the logic board in this fella here and calling it good. There are a few other things inside that tend to go bad more often than these logic boards in the software. We're talking about the Schottky diode that fails and causes no power. Although there's only a certain batch of those diodes floating around out there, we can identify them by the date code on the diode. Then there's the DC filters that all of them need replaced at some point, since Apple seems to have either used an under-spec'd version or just a low-quality version. And if it's not that, then just the nature of the ceramic capacitor. They all age and decay over time. They all go bad. They'll need replaced again. Otherwise, you'll have death farts and a stinky subwoofer if it's not taken care of. Last, of course, there's that foam subwoofer gasket you saw underneath the subwoofer. We throw all of those away and we replace it with a solid rubber gasket. If you've been around speakers for long enough, you'll know that foam is one of the first things to go bad with age. So we like to give it one less reason to come back to us. Or a few, actually. And as we go on, as we see different reasons for people to send them back to us for other work or more work, we keep track of that and add that to our maintenance. That's why we replace these filters. That's why we replace our capacitors every time. Because we didn't at first, we only replaced them if they tested bad. But slowly over time we started seeing ones that tested good need to come back to us in a short period, and we got tired of having to take these back a second or third time, and heck with it. Are you justified in hating the MacBook's MagSafe charger? No, you're not. You can delete that comment and we'll pretend that you never said nothing. MagSafe is one of the best things to bless this planet. And if you don't like it, use the USB-C ports on your MacBook to charge it instead. Bah! Four new filters coming right up. Dang, you guys really can't see what I'm doing. I need to fix that. Do you guys want me to take a couple of minutes here to add a microscope camera to the setup here? Or do you just want to say screw it and ride with what we've got here, and I'll make a better setup for the next stream? I'll leave it up to you guys while I keep working on this. We're gonna be working for quite a few hours today, so it's not like we'll be taking forever to set up a microscope camera for like 2 more repairs and then calling it quits. We'll make it worth the time. Where did that go? It'll be another. You think it'll take me another 30 minutes? And you're honestly, you might be right. That's why I wanted to ask you guys. Also, that is 100% something my wife. That's something my wife would say. She'd be like, "Oh, you said it would only take 30 minutes," and to be fair, I did say it would only take that long, and then it ends up taking exponentially longer. But don't Don't we all have those moments, eh? No, I don't. No, frankly, I don't want to mess with it anymore. I just want to fix stuff. I don't want to mess around with OBS anymore. I just want to fix some stuff. But if it pleases the chat, then I will add another camera if folks ask for it. But I think you and I are the only ones interacting here, Shuffle Hands. So you have spoken for the crowd. We carry on. OBS is great once it's set up and working. That's the trouble, setting it up and making it work. Absolutely. Incredibly powerful piece of free software. I even use it at work for doing certain screen recordings. You can leave a voicemail. I am freaking busy. Yeah, what the heck? No XP for Shuffle Hands, even though he's been holding up the chat. You keep getting deja vu watching our stream. Well, to be fair, we do pretty much the same thing day in and day out here. But that's how we got our repair process so streamlined, right? If we can fix the majority of the problems that come in with the exact same process, replacing all the same parts, then we can dramatically cut down the time that it takes to fix each HomePod. Right? Like if the majority of that HomePods that come in need a new diode and or new filters to fix their problems, then why not start off with immediately replacing those two things to not only fix most likely its primary problem, but prevent the second most likely problem that it would come back for. It's a win-win-win. We don't have to spend any time diagnosing. We plug it in, we take a quick listen, and then we take it apart, replace our parts. We throw it back together, and if it doesn't have any issues anymore, you're golden. Ship it. Okay. That's gonna be one down. Too many left to go. Let's see. It's gonna be Andy, number 3898. Uh-oh, my MacBook's gonna die. We can't lose the stream. Where's my charger? Another accessory plugged into the outlet. I'm asking to burn this house down at this point. Okay, now that we're not gonna die, let's message Andy here and let him know that they're coming up here now. Where's the stream link? Copy, paste, and then, okay, so we've got Andy, no power, and then it's gonna be number 3936 coming up next. So we'll message number 3936 and let them know. That way they're not too worried about what's going on with their pod. And 36. Okay. Woo! 3787, we've finally got their stuff all fixed. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that and finally get their HomePods back here. We've got 3898 here with no power. That's Andy's pod. Let me grab one other thing. It's my kilowatt meter. I gotta know what kind of power these suckers are pulling. Okay. I got my kilowatt meter hooked up now. Not really at an angle that you guys can see nothing, but sorry. No lights, no power. Only 1 watt of power draw from the wall. That is notable. That is significantly less than the amount of power that these typically pull when it's the usual dead diode. So we've also got some physical damage on the top here that they did mention before sending it in. They want this plastic top replaced, but I have a feeling based on that damage, it may be what caused its problems here. We'll find out. I suppose there wasn't much reason to pull that off so nicely if it's cracked and getting replaced. Got another one right here we'll use for them. Alright, let's see if this display is any good. Nah, that display is absolutely busted. Starting to see a lot more of that. Let me go grab another one. I don't think I have any hanging out here with me. Ooh, that's pretty busted up too. If this thing needs a new logic board, I'm gonna be very, very upset. Look at that. It's turning on. I'm very, very happy. It has no sound. I think it needs a new logic board. This one's gonna be a more expensive repair, unfortunately. But we'll reset it really quick just to make sure. I can't handle all these HomePods that need new logic boards, folks. This is... Oh! Oh, hey, look at that. All I have to do is complain about it and get that close to crashing out. And things turn up. Look at that. I should do that more often, huh? It is strange that it needed a reset before it produced any sound, and it's strange that it played the reset tone. If it needed a reset to fix the sound, then why did it play the reset tone? You know what I mean? But I've seen that specific behavior all the time, where we replace some part or another, and it just won't produce any sound until we give it a factory reset. There you go. So technically all this needed to get fixed was a replacement display here and a factory reset. But that said, I'm gonna charge him the usual repair rate for this. We're gonna tear it all the way apart and do the usual maintenance items. You know, that excuse me, that stuff that we replace in almost every HomePod, that goes bad in almost every HomePod. We don't want it coming back to us for that. That's what we expected to need to replace in here. So let's get on with it. Do a little extra maintenance here, and then we'll get it together and work on another one. Fun. I love a nice little deviation from the standard repair here. I am also a little cranky. I do apologize. I'm not in the brightest of moods. Despite having taken a few days off, it certainly doesn't feel like it. We had a blast. We drove down to San Francisco. We went to Open Sauce. We went to a few different attractions. But we drove there and back. Well, I drove there and back. And, well, that was exhausting. It was a great drive, though. Car ran great. Wait, Ozzy died today? Are you serious? You're playing with me. The guy that eats bats? That was a horrific animal abuser? I mean, I loved his music. Some of my favorite songs are Ozzy's. No, this is true. Rest in peace. That's crazy. They legitimately had this man performing until he died. They said, you're gonna sit your ass down in that chair on stage and do another performance. And he's like, but I'm gonna die. And they're like, it says here in the contract. Says here, right here, you got one more gig. How does our subwoofer smell? Pretty good. No signs of any DC offset there. Let's make sure the subwoofer didn't get bent up from whatever caused that display damage. It looks good there though. Here's that foam subwoofer gasket that we always talk about. We'll throw that away and replace it with good solid rubber stuff. Add him to the wall. He deserves a spot on my wall for putting his iPod off for so long, man. He's the fellow with the iPod Classic. And I feel all the more bad now that he just gave us $10. No. Oh. We have to fix that iPod. We have to fix that iPod, man. Oh, and we gotta get that hose equalizer. It ain't that hard. You speak for yourself. You speak for yourself. We're hung up on getting a single blob of solder connecting to the board. And I've been trying in my free time. I've been holding out on you folks. I don't stream everything I work on. Sometimes I just only have a few minutes to squeeze out a little bit of effort here and there. And it's what I gotta do to get things done. But here and there, I haven't been honest with you guys. I have been trying to get that iPod fixed, or at least moved past my current blocking issue, which is getting the last connection for their mod board onto the pod. You know, because what they wanted was a USB-C mod, and it comes with this little third-party PCB that you solder onto the original iPod Classic motherboard. But my problem is we've got all but one of the connections, and there's one connection at the very edge that we just cannot for the life of us get in there. And I even bought new tips for my soldering iron to try to get it done, and I don't get it. I'm about to just buy another logic board for that iPod. Actually, I have another one of those iPods. I might just try to put the board on another main board. Sorry, I might just try to move the USB-C mod board onto a different iPod main board and see if it's just like some weird like manufacturing, like something's not lining up with that one. But then you can't connect it to the iPod Hi-Fi. This is true. But I don't think Alex has a Hi-Fi. And if you do truly care, then you would have an iPod for your Hi-Fi, and you'd have an iPod for USB mods. Like you'd have an iPod that you'd keep original for all the original functionality, and then one that you'd modify and trick out and make work the way that you want it to. Thankfully, at least no one else has reached out to me about doing an iPod mod yet. But if we can get that figured out, it's another thing. It's another service that we can offer. That's one step closer to possibly doing this kind of stuff full time. Can you guys imagine us being here hanging out together, like as a full-time job? It wouldn't be a matter of, I gotta sit down and crank through this stuff so I can not be up till 2 in the morning. It'll be our job to sit here and hang out with you guys while we fix stuff, and we'll take our time and have fun with it. That's the dream. But at the same time, like I have a wife and kid. Like, what would I do about like health insurance if I quit my day job, right? Just don't go to the doctor, eh? I could move to another country where that doesn't matter, but then I potentially lose all of my business. I have to start all over again. So we're in a predicament. We are at an impasse. What do we do? You thought there was gonna be a lull in the HomePod queue one day. I thought there was gonna be a break. I thought we were gonna have a chance to breathe Ooh, and then we had 2 Steam Decks showing up at the same time for shell swaps. Those suckers can easily take an hour to 2 by themselves, each. When you get sick, thug it out. Yeah, I mean, I can, you know, I'm happy to thug anything out that I need to thug out. But I don't know if I want to make my wife and kid thug it out, you know? How do you think the 2010 MacBook Pro will handle Sequoia? Honestly, I think it'll run it just fine. Yeah. That's just based on my past experience with 2010 to 2012 MacBooks that I've ran unsupported versions of Mac OS on. It's surprising how well they run it, especially the ones that have the dedicated graphics cards, and how much better they run when you disable it too. The Intel integrated is shockingly good for its age with basic modern tasks. Like, it'll handle 1080p or even some 4K videos, no problem. Which, I mean, it's not a 4K screen, so no point with 4K video. Bada bing, bada boom. Full-time job. I just saw that. Listen here. Full-time pod fixer. Full-time Full-time ignoring the chat, part-time pod fixer. You think you're getting ignored? I'll show you. I'll show you what being ignored is really like. Ooh, wife is home. I'm gonna help her bring stuff in. I'll be right back. Okay.
Alrighty. Hello.
Say hello to the chat.
I did. I got milk.
You got milk for the kid?
I did. I bought a couple things for me for my birthday.
Oh, good.
They had my minis. They had the new ones. The new ones. They had them all in
Oh.
stock. They had every single one of them in stock.
We'll fix.
Do whatever you want.
I'll fix. Well, I'm getting hungry.
Well, yeah.
So I'll fix one more here, and then we'll get dinner. I'll stop and we'll get dinner, and then I'll fix some more after that. How about that? Yeah.
Take my window. In the shower. Because I need to wash this one before I start work, so it's nice and fresh.
Yeah.
But other than that, all I want to do, and she'll let me do it as long as she's got her thing, I just want to put my minis together. I got a collection going that I need to slap together before I never do it. Because I won't. Oh, man. Oh. for a better Chell. Just so happy. Interacting with everyone and everything too.
Did you have did she have the iPad the whole time?
No.
Oh. Look at you.
And even when she did have it, like in the store, she was looking around with me.
Good.
I asked her, I was like, you want to go look at toys? And she looked up at me and she said, babies?
Baby.
And so we got a little baby for little Chell. I hope it's twins. Well, they have the new ones. They put them all out at the same time, Chell. People online said it wouldn't be till the end of the... I guess it is the end of the month, technically, isn't it? But usually the end of the month for stores means, like, the last day of the month.
For me, the end of the month is the last week of the month.
Yeah, we're still not there yet.
Yeah. But if the last week of the if the month ends before the end of the week, like I mean like 7 days before.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Is that a tiny pest? Is that a stroller wheel? Does that mean what I think it means? Where's my baby? Oh, we got one baby. This baby has hair, Nick. Wow. Do you want to see how detailed this baby is compared to the last series? Here, I'll let you compare with Chat. They have no parts or anything.
All
Look
right.
at his little mouth and lips.
Chat, pick your baby.
Pick your favorite baby.
Oh, the focus isn't focusing.
It's like when Papa Meat bought real dolls. It was so funny.
Pick your baby.
Pick your baby.
Baby left or baby right? Chell, you want your babies? Catch them. If you don't catch them, they'll...
No! My baby!
My babies.
She treats them like crap. Like she doesn't realize they're a baby. You got your babies? Here.
They picked yes.
For which one?
Yes.
Both?
Yes.
Sick. We have two babies then. Chelsea, babies? I love babies. Would you like another baby? We got a blonde one, Nick. Yay! You got your babies? I'll make your furniture later, okay? Because you like to tear them apart. Oh, the littlest pacifier in the world, though. I'm gonna cry. You got your babies? She loves those babies.
Whoa!
You got
Sounds
your
like a
babies?
Dank Pod stream. Alright, we are booting back up. That one's getting going.
All gone. No more babies.
Oh, her iPad.
Here, hand me your iPad.
It died.
I'll fix it for you. I don't have any more babies. The rest of your babies are in Dad's car. We need to find them. They're baking in this. I hope they don't melt. Do you think they will?
They're babies.
They're made out of silicone.
You don't leave babies in the car.
Well,
What do you
Tell them-
think's gonna happen?
tell that to Chell. Tell that to Chell.
How long have those babies been in the car?
Since we got home from our trip yesterday.
Oh yeah, those babies are,
Oh no. Have your key.
no.
No.
No, you don't want to see.
They're all just melted puddles.
You don't want to see
But like
what,
their little feet and hands are still intact. Like it looks like the substance, which she mashes in the pile of goo at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. If you've never seen it. Sorry if I ruined it for anybody. But to be fair, that tells you nothing about that movie. What a movie, Joe. A movie hasn't left me speechless like that in years. And I would love to watch it again. Chill, it's a cupcake.
Little cupcake.
You want a little doggy?
Doggy.
Poochie.
All right.
Okay.
This is going to be the last one we work on
A
for
dog.
now. And then we're going to eat some dinner and come back and fix some more.
Mommy's gonna keep all the little parts for you, okay? Till you're big enough to have them, alrighty? Yeah. And then you can have all your little pieces.
This one is number 3936. No power, no lights,
No, so
no power draw. Now hold on. Why do we keep running into all these funny ones?
what do you think, man?
Oh, hold on. I'm using the wrong power cord.
You want some PBJ? You're a hungry baby today, huh? Nick, she's eating a lot. She had it. What was it? A whole turkey and cheese Lunchable?
There we go. The normal power draw. That looks
You know
like a
what
dead
this
diode.
is? Okay, let mommy go put this up really quick before you freak out, alright? I know, I got a lot of toys, but not all of them are for you, okay?
I don't know where. Well, she did poop this morning too. It was a big one.
Yep. Go bonkers. Go crazy. No. Where's my hat? Let me put this up, Chuck. You want a baba?
Oh, how does it sound like a Dank Pod stream? I was joking that I was dropping stuff over here and it sounds like a shitty cymbal.
It does.
I dropped a VR controller on one of my lava lamps.
Yeah.
And the caps for them, it's make an obnoxious sound when you wiggle them.
They make me like I don't know what kind of sound.
They sound like a cheap cymbal.
Yeah. No, pretty much. That's the best way to describe it, honestly. You want to make a little ice cream shop with me later?
An ice cream shop.
Yeah, look at this. This is what I was telling you about. The new minis. It's a whole room, like a whole area, and then they sell little capsules of furniture to go with it.
I want to make Legos.
We have plenty of Legos to put together. Nick, we have so many Lego sets to put together. We got so many Lego sets to put together. And last but not least, they had my little lip gloss girls. Look, her hair is ring pops. It's a collab.
Oh.
They had different like candies. I want the blow pops, and her hair is blow pops. Nick, her buns are blow pops, and they have little lollipop sticks coming out of them. It's so cute. Even her dress is a ring pop, and it's the best ring pop, the blue and pink one. It's not like the regular blue raspberry. It's almost like a cream to it. You know? It's got a flavor. What do you want? What do you want? That's mommy's. You can't have everything. I don't have anything else in here for you. You want to play with the candy? Yeah, you're chill. You're so funny. Whoa. No, not in your mouth, you booger head. Get that out out of there. What? Wait, why is that your first instinct? You know that's how you die in the wild, right? You eat the wrong thing, you're done. You're cooked. You don't even have to eat it. Just put it in your mouth, you're fucking over. Yeah. Wow. Go. Whoa. Whoa. Do you want a bubba? I'm gonna go make you one, okay? I'll be right back. Yeah. Bye bye. I love you. Bye bye. She's so precious. It's my favorite. I was getting her in the car earlier to come home, and she did that. Instead of her 1, 2, 3, she said, ready, set, and I picked her up and her little arms flew up. She said, go! And then when we were checking out that as each beat that the thing made, she was counting them. But she stopped when she got to 8 for some reason, and she was like, 8! Like that. And then she restarted. Yeah. 1. 2. What's after 2? Yeah! You're smart. Keep that out of your mouth, okay? You're doing good. Yeah, you're smart. You know better. Do you though? When I get back, I'm gonna press the rest of the video. Yeah, I'll be right back.
What is up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Sorry for the lackluster quality video and the shaky desk. We're just knocking stuff out in the living room here. We're gonna come up with a better system here soon. Don't you worry, or you can worry if you want to. It just won't have to be for much longer. Okay, we've got a new set of filters to keep the farts away. We got a new diode to fix the power problem. Let's put it back together. And then we're gonna go eat some food and then come back and fix some more.
Here, you want help?
Yeah.
Here, no. Are you mousy burger? Do you want this? Chop. That didn't work as well as I hoped.
What's there to be? Oh. 63 Earths can fit inside of there?
In there.
You don't want to know.
Sugar?
No.
It's more than 63.
What's there to be worried about? Shuffle hands. Okay, there's a lot to be worried about. What specifically prompted your current worried comment? Hey! Quit making a mess. She loves making a mess. Professional mess maker. And you think it's the funniest thing, too. You beg for a bottle. And then you soiled it. Ah. Oh, that went into the depths of the carpet. Oh, I found it. I don't know how, but they found me. They found me. Who, Doc? Who? The Libyans! Kind of surprised we don't get more spammers. Or, you know, the first year that we were streaming back in like 2021, 2022, spammers it was a big problem. Even in our chat, our dinky little couple of people watching here and there. I mean, granted, there are still just a few people watching, but it's a few people more here and now than it was when we started. We had spammers all the time. Big problem. But I do think enough people complained about it. I feel like for the most part, the spam and scamming has kind of gotten cut down on YouTube, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's still just as rampant as it was a few years ago, and I'm just more oblivious to it now. That, and I'm primarily watching YouTube on my TV, so I don't usually get a chance to read the comments. Let alone watch what I want to watch, because the kid demands. On big streams, people spam the same stuff until the streamer replies. Oh yeah, I'm sure. But that's not the same thing as like straight up like people like you've got the spam that's like, yeah, people repeating the same thing over and over and trying to get attention. That bothers me less than the people that are trying to impersonate other people and trying to scam people. Get the guillotine. I have. I've got a 4K 65-inch TV just chilling, doing nothing. Stick it in her playpen. Or better yet, I'll find like an old Microsoft Studio. Or is it Studio? No, it's a Surface. I think it's just called the Surface. Big old touchscreen tables that Microsoft made that ran Windows. Yes, a table with a touchscreen display built into it that ran Windows. Made by Microsoft. Marvelous. Speaking of marvelous, she's fixed. Okay, folks. That is all that we're going to do for here and now. We're going to go eat, and then we're going to have another stream in a few hours here. So make sure you make sure you subscribe and all that stuff. But hope to catch you in the next one, and hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.